First of all, what the heck is elevator pitch and why do we need to do it? So, what is an elevator pitch? An elevator pitch is a well-thought, meaningful, and repeatedly practiced brief, about 30 to 60 seconds long, overview of who you are, what you offer, and how your partner can benefit from it. Anyone who wants to sell themselves or the product should have an elevator pitch ready to deliver anytime. It's important that your pitch draws interest to continue the conversation. This is your chance to turn your listeners into supporters, team members, or even investors. Hi, I'm Yannick from speakandconquer.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to deliver a perfect elevator pitch. So, if you're interested, then jump in. The most common elevator pitch mistakes. Before we talk about what a decent elevator speech is, I'll outline the most common mistakes. Your text isn't clear. My experience in reading both personal motivation letters, helping entrepreneurs in making pitches, and making relevant suggestions has shown that quite often people fail to bring out what's most important and make the text attractive or talk too much. The more incomprehensible your text is and the more general your examples are, the worse the result will be. Your speech sounds like a poem. Don't present your speech as a well-memorized poem. It will never make the right impression. Speak sincerely, add emotions, and show that you believe in every word you say. If you're blunt like fish, you'll never succeed. Investors want to see passion and energy, not the look of a frozen fish. Too fast a pace. The fact that you have little time doesn't mean you have to be in a hurry. Don't forget to make pauses and let your partner think about what you just said. Equally important, don't forget to keep eye contact. If you avoid it, your credibility decreases. Too complicated a text. Avoid all kinds of specialized language or foreign words, and speak in plain language that everybody can understand. In fact, your speech needs to be so clear that even a grandmother who doesn't know anything about your area can understand it immediately. You run out of time before you get to the point. Never ever think that delivering a pitch is easy. On the contrary, 30 seconds is an incredibly short time. So you need to practice and polish your speech at home to be ready to deliver your pitch at any time. Otherwise, you may be in the middle of something when your time runs out. This means the listener will be left with no clear idea of what and why your offer. 5 steps to a successful pitch for job interviews. As mentioned above, an elevator pitch must be brief and specific so that you can deliver important information within a short period of time. This is only possible if you have previously considered the topics and issues to be addressed. The same is true for job interviews. Here are some tips to succeed at job interviews. 1. Why you? Think about how to give your employer an overview of who you are in 30 to 60 seconds and why you are the best candidate. Be sure to list your strengths for this particular position. Here are some questions you should answer in your speech. Is there anything you can offer that others cannot? Have you been interested in the area in question? Have you been trained? Have you acquired professional education, run major projects, or worked in a similar position? The above describes your past experiences in dealing with the issues of the employer's area. Also, poor is a man who has no dream, not a man with no penny in his pocket. It's much more fun to hear about dreams than routine everyday activities. A dream ignites passion. Also, keep in mind that the list of your skills on paper doesn't give the employer the necessary information. Better describe how you got those skills. Remember that the time for presenting yourself and your strengths can vary for each job interview. Think about what information should come first and which ones can be added if you have more time. 2. Tell your story. If job interview questions allow it, tell the audience your story. Explain what has motivated you to choose this particular job and area. No one knows you meeting you the first time, which means that the listeners must be given a reason to like you. The easiest way to do this is through emotions. Only then facts and numbers can be presented. Emotions create stories that others can relate to. Try telling a story or a problem that has led you to the employer's field. For example, a car mechanic who's been building his dream car for years, piece by piece, or a computer specialist who's been earning pocket money by improving family and friends' computers. Try to describe what's driving you, what problems you want to solve, or what tasks to accomplish. Try to relate your story to the job task description offered by the employer. 3. Self-confidence is a decision. Self-confidence is not easy for everyone. It often takes people many years to find the inner strength they need. However, you can try to just make a decision to be confident and start acting accordingly. In English, they say, fake it till you make it, which is true. The listeners don't understand what's going on inside of you. All they can see is a confident person, and they treat you accordingly. This tip may not be suitable for everyone, but there's many of you who'll stick to it. 4. Focus on the audience. Most of all, the employer is interested in finding a solution to the customer's problem and what benefits they get from the candidate. To answer these questions, interviews with a number of candidates are conducted by the employer. The better the candidate understands the employer's problems and their possible solutions, the greater the employer's interest. The elevator pitch focuses on what problem the speaker's trying to solve with their idea and team, where the problem occurs, what the solution is. However, at a job interview, you need to know the employer's field of activity, including common problems and solutions, current activities, e.g. major projects and the latest media coverage, and customer profiles, i.e. whose problems the employer resolves with their service or product. Knowing this shows that you've done your homework, you know the field and take the offer seriously. You get bonus points for knowing the employer's competitors and global trends. 5. Good preparation is half the win. To be successful in presenting one's own ideas, the text, for example a brief 30-second self-introduction, should be first written on paper. Is all the necessary information on paper, or should anything be deleted? Additionally, make a speech in a loud voice to work on the flow and make it sound clearer. If the text is brilliant and you're used to the presentation format, every subsequent job interview will be easier. Even though every job interview is an opportunity to practice, you can practice introducing yourself and your strengths whenever you have some free time, on different occasions, and wherever this opportunity opens. Each such presentation also means feedback and a chance to polish your speech. Be prepared for the follow-up questions. Your speech may be perfect, but if you fail to answer the follow-up questions, your numbers are confusing, or your unpleasant personality comes out after a polished speech, there's no hope of getting warm advice and support, not to mention funding. Investors often support even the weirdest ideas if you're able to answer their questions and give adequate sales numbers. It should be noted that there are no good or bad responses, except for negative sales numbers when operating for a long time, or a large number of shares already issued. On the other hand, detailed responses give a complete picture of the company and the entrepreneur. Smart and experienced investors read between the lines, even when you're trying to hide something. How to practice your speech. Once your elevator pitch is ready, and it seems that all important parts are in place, it's time to start practicing it. Here are some tips to keep in mind. Use a stopwatch to measure how long your speech is. Our writing speed is 13 words per minute, whereas our speech pace is about 100 to 200 words per minute, and reading speed 200 to 400 words per minute. This means when speaking, you have at least 10 times less time to prepare than when writing. So, once you have your first elevator pitch ready, practice it repeatedly. Speak in a loud voice and use a stopwatch. If you see that the pitch is too long, think about what to leave out. If you notice that the sentencing tends to be too long, change it accordingly. The important thing is that your elevator pitch is smooth and comprehensible. Make your speech in front of someone. It could be a person who is as objective as possible and able to give you constructive feedback. Friends tend to be a little bit more relaxed in these terms. The more comprehensive and relevant feedback you receive, the more it will help you further on. Practice in front of a camera. The fastest way to improve your body language is by reading your presentation and watching it on a big screen. The camera reveals movements and activities that we do unconsciously. Watching yourself for the first time can be scary, but I promise you that the feedback you get is invaluable. If possible, invite a friend or family member to watch with you and let them give feedback. Check how you look on camera and make sure you appear friendly and smiling. Practice speaking standing. Even if you practice your elevator pitch at home, always do it standing. This is how you get used to a situation where you can't hide your trembling body parts from your listeners. In addition, you'll be able to practice what to do with your hands. And most importantly, you appear much more of a role model when standing. Practice when taking the elevator. Whenever you take the elevator, try practicing your elevator pitch while going to the last floor. However, to be able to handle unexpected situations, don't go all the way to the top floor, but stop halfway. This way, you'll know what to leave out in the case of a shorter speech. To sum up, how to make a perfect elevator pitch. Although your speech should be short and striking, don't think that it's a piece of cake. On the contrary, 30 to 60 seconds is a very short time. Therefore, you must practice and polish your speech at home, so that you're ready to deliver it even when caught off guard. Once you go through the elements of the elevator pitch listed in this video and follow my other tips, you'll be very close to delivering an excellent speech. Now, if you find this video helpful, then press thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Also, before you go, take a look at the next video you see on the screen right now. Meanwhile, take care.